BlackBerry was one of the most popular mobile devices in the world. At the brand's peak, they contributed to more than 20% of the global smartphone sales and over 50% of the United States market. There was a time when owning a BlackBerry was often considered to be a status symbol for many. So, how did this Goliath in the tech world went from top of the world to rock bottom? Hello, and welcome to the News Today.tv. Today, let us look at the company that rose to the top and didn't know how to stay there. BlackBerry was started in Canada in the name of Research in Motion, or RIM. They started off by selling two-way pagers with integrated email facilities, which made them very popular within business executives and salespeople. The first easy-to-use, on-the-go email feature was a groundbreaking deal at the time. They later integrated telephone capabilities to their devices and went on dominating the market in the 90s. During this time, bandwidth for data transfer was very limited, and the operators levied huge charges. BlackBerry realized this and created an inbuilt technology which worked seamlessly on BlackBerry mobile phones more efficiently within the given bandwidth. This, combined with a keyboard that could be used with your thumbs, gave BlackBerry a clear edge. Another thing which helped BlackBerry to rise was their marketing strategies. BlackBerry employees would go to business people who were using chunky, boxy, huge computers and give them a BlackBerry for free and let them use it for a month. This became a huge mouth-to-mouth publicity, and the device soon took over the business world as a necessity. The competitors at the time stood no chance in front of the BlackBerry, as they were more practical. Soon, BlackBerry expanded their horizon from not only business users, but also to the everyday users. From young and old, to everyone in between were targeted by the company. They introduced BlackBerry Pearl as first step towards this new space. It featured a camera and introduced BlackBerry Messenger for the first time. This was a time when service providers charged for text messages. So, being able to text cheap and quick using data was a game changer at the time. This innovation is a key factor which made BlackBerry extremely popular. The company's position was so strong in the market. So, how did it all go down? What went wrong? In 2007, Steve Jobs introduced Apple's entry into the smartphone world with the launch of the iPhone. It was a phone, a mini computer, an email machine, and much more, all in one compact touchscreen device. Meanwhile, in Canada, Mark Lazaridis, founder of BlackBerry, reacted to Apple's announcement by saying, quote, "This isn't a possibility. The networks wouldn't be able to carry this. It's illogical that anyone would even propose this," end quote. As a matter of fact, Mike was indeed right. Apple faced huge troubles at the initial year, and even faced lawsuits for selling products that didn't perform as advertised. But then, this was only a short-term setback, and Apple rectified these problems really fast. This put BlackBerry founder Mike's words in a bad place. Within just 2 years, iPhone took the world by storm. But BlackBerry realized the threat posed by the iPhone really late. Even Android phones started catching up by introducing touchscreen phones. This increased competition for BlackBerry, and it blindsided them. This was new to BlackBerry because they were dominating the market at the time. They lost that crown almost overnight. The iPhone did many things better than the BlackBerry. BlackBerry didn't go down without fighting back. They launched a touchscreen phone, but with a slide-up display, keeping the traditional QWERTY keypad. They even launched a new operating system to clear their troubles. But the developers who makes applications didn't like this new platform, and very few apps were developed for the BlackBerry compared to Android and iPhone. Less third-party apps made fewer people opting for BlackBerry. This means developers had lesser exposure when compared to Android and iPhone. This became a destructive loop, and BlackBerry had less and less customers and apps on their side. In another attempt to save the company, they introduced Android operating system on their phones. This made BlackBerry not stand out from their other Android rivals. They just became one of the many Android phones available in the market. BlackBerry these days focuses on security and enterprise software and has a mere 0.05% of global smartphone sales. The Android and iPhone undoubtedly killed Blackberry. But Blackberry themselves let it happen. They kept on producing the same phones over and over again. Their leadership lacked vision. They didn't give importance to the idea of apps. They didn't foresee that mobile devices would not only be used as communication devices, but also would become mobile multimedia devices. Blackberry was at the top in the market, but somewhere in the journey, they ceased to innovate. This is the story of the company, which went to the top, but failed to stay there.
What I do give Jim and Mike credit for is the way they ran that company. There was enough gas left in the tank, if you will, to keep the company going. And by that I mean Mike Lazaridis still had a library of innovations, while Jim Balsillie in his financing, the company had over $5 billion of cash when it ran into trouble in 2013. It had no debt, it was conservatively financed. It allowed them to buy time to get through their problems.
Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and catch you guys on the next one. For more informative contents, follow and subscribe to thenewstoday.tv.